Hello comrades and friends, and welcome to another episode of Grixis Grind. Today I will be showing off a Grixis Flash deck that I've made, and it's similar to Izzet Flash, except that I run Murderous Rider, Thought Erasure, Noxious Grasp, Duress, and the Elderspell. And I've gone Grixis because, of course, it has to be Grixis. This is Grixis Grind after all. And I've got two matches for you today. I have one versus Esper stacks, which shows up a decently hard matchup for us because Teferi just shuts us out, and there's not really much we can do about it. And we have Temur Reclaimation, which has been seeing a bit of popularity recently. It's a bit nostalgic for me because Temur Reclamation was played a lot when Nexus of Fate was still in Standard, before it rotated out. And they often use that with Tamiyo and Expansion Explosion and lots of counter spells to just one-shot you with the explosion side. And nowadays, since it doesn't have Nexus of Fate, it's much weaker, and it generally doesn't run Oko, which is good for us because Oko is horrible. But speaking of Oko, we do decently well versus Oko, because we have mainboard Quench, which if they have a turn 2 Oko, we have a turn 2 Quench. If they have a turn 3 Oko, we probably have a turn 3 Quench too. We run a Noxious Grasp mainboard because of Oko. We have Murderous Rider to deal with Oko. Brazen Borrower, the petty theft, deals with the food tokens. And then sideboard we have more Noxious Grasp, and we have Aether Gust and Mystical Dispute. So against Oko decks, we are pretty Oko-proof. At least I'd like to think so. This deck it can be a bit annoying for your opponents to play against because we're doing everything in their end step, and we run 8 counterspells mainboard and 4 bounce effects, and yeah, so it'll be difficult for them to get anything through early game, and that's where this deck really shines, is we take control of the early to mid game and try and force a massive advantage that they can't overcome, which you'll see in some of these games. And otherwise, I'll have the deck list in the description. I quite enjoyed playing this, so I might play it tomorrow. And unfortunately, this week there won't be an episode of Sunday Funday because I didn't realize that they were taking away Brawl, and I really wanted to bring out a Brawl deck. But I'll show you the Brawl deck that I was going to play. So this is the Rakdos Brawl deck that I wanted to play in Sunday Funday, but they took it away. And I am not part of Merchant's Brawl Hall, which I might be a part of if I want to make more Brawl content. If you'd like to see more Brawl content, please let me know. I'll probably make a card for it. Anyway, this Rakdos deck is centered around Rakdos the Showstopper, which is unfortunately the weakest of all the Rakdoses that have ever been printed. He's 6 mana and he flips coins for creatures that aren't demon, devils, or imps. And compared to the original Rakdos, which when it attacked, I think it's each player sacrifices half of the non-demon permanents they control, which includes lands. So that was really good, and my favorite Rakdos Lord of Riots, which is the 4 mana one, which is the you can't play him unless an opponent has taken damage this turn. And he's 4 mana 6/6 Flampler, and he makes your creatures cheaper to cast for each point of damage your opponents have taken, which makes your 8 mana demons cost 2 mana, which is really, really, really good. Anyway, So we run every single demon, devil, and imp that is in standard right now. So Pilfering Imp, Footlight Fiend, Mayhem Devil, Tibalt, Carrion Imp, Spawn of Mayhem, Rafter Demon, Embodiment of Agonies, Doom Whisperer, Blood-Soaked Altar, and Villas, Broker of Blood. So there aren't too many demon, devils, and imps in standard right now, and yeah, so it's a bit of a fun deck. It's not very competitive at all. It has a bit of a sacrifice sub-theme going, otherwise it's just sort of generic Smork. Yeah, I run Witch's Oven. I don't run Priest of the Forgotten Gods. I probably should. I just didn't really know what I'd cut for it without cutting some of the weaker demons, devils, and imps, which I didn't really want to do, and I don't really want to cut any lands because, well, he's 6 mana and we need to curve out to 6. Anyway, that's what I was going to do, but they've removed Brawl, so unfortunately there will not be a Sunday Funday this week, as there is no Brawl. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the matches, so thank you very much for watching, good luck in your ranked games, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mama Bridget with Fire Mum. Just the sleeves. Yeah. Should we keep this? I mean, the Cutthroat's nice, so I think we will. Start off with the Steam Vents. I don't know, perhaps it's a real big mistake because we don't really have much past Brineborn Quench. But hey, maybe they're also running light on good answers. Hello! We might not reveal that would. Actually, if we draw a Murderous Rider, we should. Alright. And we can quench a Thought Erasure. If they have it. Ah, Esper. Wonderful. So that's a Dovin's Veto. No way that it's not. And we'll probably crack that Fabled Passage. And we might grab a blue so we can activate the Vantress later on down the line. So you can quench a Doom Foretold. That's the main quench target. No, we would like to save our Brineborn Cutthroat though, so we might do that. And of course we get absolutely wrecked by a Teferi, so hopefully we get to skip those. I'm gonna play the other Fabled Passage and crack it, because I don't want to see any more land. At this point, land would be a very bad thing to see. Okay. It's unfortunate. Well, we got 2 oaths out of them. And we can opt. Hopefully they don't have another they don't have a Doom Foretold or anything. Or an Oath of Kaya, that wouldn't be good. Okay. They might bounce the Oath. No.
That's more like it.
Okay. I might Murderous Rider to fizzles. Get him out of here.
Hardly my worst defeat.
Swing in and attack. I should have opted last turn. So they might do Doom Foretold now. No. Alright, so here's their Dovin's Veto, that's their stop. Bottom that. Nope. Okay. Ooh. Risky, risky. So if I play this, I have enough for Murderous Rider and Bone Crush. So here's the Dovin's Veto. No? Brazen Borrower, no. What's their stop then? I could have sworn they had Dovin's Veto. We'll get rid of the other Murderous Rider, I think. That's not terrible. And, yeah, we'll play our Murderous Rider. They can choose to Brazen Borrower, but I think that's a pretty big mistake. They should probably Kaya's Wrath. I don't really know if there's a point for them to do anything else. Okay, well maybe there is. So they're probably going to use the Kaya's Wrath now. They'll swing in with the Murderous Rider, Kaya's Wrath, and I'll put in the Brineborn Cutthroat and end step. This prevents them from gaining the extra 1 life from Kaya's Wrath. They have to Brazen Borrow. And so we'll Bone Crush now that they're pretty well tapped out. And we'll play our Bone Crushing Boy. So they need to be able to deal with 2 threats, or they lose. I don't know if that's it, fam. I think you're screwed. And they can't really dance with the mats. Oh, they can get the Oath of Kaya back. That'd be a good play for them. Yeah, here's the dance. So they dance for 3. They get Globe and Oath of Kaya back. They gain 3 life. Okay, I guess I just played the stuff for nothing. It's annoying. Okay, I'll keep that in hand, make them think we have something. But this could be a turning point, since we didn't get that. They might still be in damage control mode. They might sacrifice that for life, because they need life. Big oof. Yeah, that's something I want to see. So you can crack both. They might be able to bring it back. I think they might. Vantress is doing so much work. Okay, that's good. They should play the Borrower. Not that worried about it. Oh. Risky, risky. We do give them the extra girl though, which is unfortunate. But I prefer them to have the draw than the Borrower. I definitely wasn't going to bounce the Kaiser off. Ah, I've got to put the stuff down. So that's 3, and then yeah, we need another blue, so we'll shove that in. So then we can do both Brazen Borrower and Castle Vantress. It tells me that they're probably not afraid of our Borrower, because they know that it's coming. They're gonna crack that for life, I guess. We'll swing in. We need damage at this point. We still have another Shock and another Bone Crushing Boy, and 3 more Brazen Borrowers. So, yeah. I need to keep that as a blocker now. So what is our best draw? Maybe it's a Chemister's Insight? Ah, that's so bad. We probably lost from that. Maybe I should have kept the Sinister Sabotage out. That's really, really bad. I don't think we can come back from that then. Yeah, we just can't quite finish the game out. They did so well hanging on. Okay, so we're up against Esper, so we want those. And these. And we don't want the Noxious Grasp. What else don't we really want? Shock's not that great. If we're running Mystical Dispute, we probably don't need Sinister Sabotage and Quench as much. So I might go down on Quench and keep 2 Sabotage instead. I don't really like going out of Shock, so I might keep it. Maybe 1 less Murderous Rider. So we just need to control them out, essentially. And they need to be able to resolve a Teferi. No. Okay, we can use this. We'll discard the castle, I think. I think. Yeah, because we can opt and look for land. We have a much lower curve than other Grixis builds with this deck. I think we only run 23 land. Okay. Ups. Duress is beautiful. So is Thought Erasure. I prefer that because of the Surveil. Alright, so we want to get rid of the Doom Foretold and the Golden Egg. So I might get rid of Golden Egg now, because they don't have the mana for Doom Foretold. I'm not incredibly worried about it right now. Okay, I want to get rid of that. And we do want to keep playing on curve. We're not too worried about taking damage because they don't really win that quickly. Okay, and we'll play the Cutthroat and end stuff. Unless they play the Doom Foretold now, then we'll borrow it back to hand and make them waste a turn. Well, that's pretty rude.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint. I've got it.
They could play the Doom Foretold right now, and we can't really do anything about it.
I've done the hero thing.
I didn't mean to do that one. I meant to Brazen Borrower. I misclicked. Ah dear. That's a mistake.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Yeah, we are very much getting shut off by Teferi right now. It's a hard thing for us to beat. You can borrow out Cutthroat back to hand. Or they can just bounce it with Teferi. Yeah, this is hard. This is very hard. Okay, so they have something that has 2 blue in their opening hand. Or else it would have tapped down the blue for the Kai's Wrath. So they probably have a Brazen Borrower in hand. I knew it. Okay, we'll just fill up the board.
I'll protect you.
So we know their 2 blue play is the Borrower. Borrower can't block that.
Only time will tell.
A Layla. How interesting. Alright. Well, we have lost. That Borrower would not have helped us at all. Not really, anyway. Okay, this is nice. We have the Cutthroat and the Bonecrusher Giant, so I'm pretty happy. Looks like we're up against a blue-green X deck, so Noxious Grasp will actually be useful, which is nice. We're going to crack this for a blue because we have the Sabotage in hand. We'll do that at their end step, because we need to learn to play in their end step. This might be Temur Reclaimation. I've been seeing a few Temur Reclamation decks. win via expansion explosion. This keeps the most options we have available, because we can Bonecrush, we can Brineborn, we can Opt, and we can Noxious Grasp. I will probably play the Cutthroat though. So Quench isn't going to be so good here, because they ramp out so quick. Do we see the Oko? Nope. Okay, we'll swing in and hopefully get a good hit. So we have hurt ourselves quite a lot. Now we have Sinister Sabotage or Bonecrusher Opt open, or Noxious Grasp Opt. Yeah, that's fine. We will want to... Oh, they didn't have a land in hand, so if they play a land, we know that they just drew one. Yeah, we'll definitely sabotage that. That's nice to see. We can crack the Fabled Passage for a mountain. Okay, I might Chemister's Insight. They might copy the spell. They have an expansion in hand. I'm like Psychic. Okay, and we'll swing in again. Okay, for this we have Opt. We don't have any 3-mana play, do we? There's no point, is there? No. That's scary. We can have a bigger boy than them. And they have to block. So Niv-Mizzet doesn't care about counter spells, but Aether Gust does hit him. And we're up against Reclamation. Reclamation doesn't really run very many creatures, so we'll ditch the Noxious Grasp. And the Murderous Rider, because they don't really have creatures. And we will take out the Quench, because they don't... Well, they have so much mana anyway. And a single Sinister Sabotage, I think. They're definitely running Veil of Summer. You can use the Up to find something. And you can use the Sinister Sabotage to get rid of some important play. Okay. Well, I'll definitely want to opt to try and find a black mana. So we'll opt to see if they have a Mystical Dispute. They don't. Okay, so we'll cut through it, and yeah. Cut through it. Aether Gust is really nice to see. Yeah, we'll play the Vantress. So we can Aether Gust, we can Shock, we can Sabotage. And then next turn, we'll crack that passage for a swamp. And we'll finally get that Duress up. Yeah, so if they play the green, and so if they play a mana that gives them an open green, then I was going to say we're going to Aether Gust it, but since they don't, we'll Sabotage it. That gives us the black, but we already have enough land in hand, right? Yeah. Crack this for black. So we can dress them. Okay. We can Aether Gust and Shock, so we can set them back another turn. Put it on bottom. That's pretty nasty. We will pay for that in case they play a blue spell, so then we can Mystical Dispute as well as Chemister's Insight. But this should be game. Sorry dude, you can't have that. Well, you need something, or you're dead. And I got a counter. That's good. That was really good. Alright. And we can dispute the expansion of that. And get rid of the Niv. We want to get rid of the Sabotage. Oh, beautiful. Lethal. So even if they play the Niv, it doesn't matter. Very nice. And with that, I might end the video there. So, thank you very much for watching. Good luck in your ranked games, and I hope you have a really nice day.